Okay, so this is a short review about this book, Grief Works by Julia Samuel. Now, what is this book about? In Grief Works, we hear stories from those who have experienced great love and great loss and survived. Stories that explain how grief unmasks our greatest fears, strips away our layers of protection, and reveals our innermost selves. It's written by a grief psychotherapist. I was reading this book to help me overcome and understand my own grief journey. Um, Now, what I really like about this book is how it's structured. As you can see in the index here, this is the first page I turn to whenever I read a book. I always look at how the book is structured, and I think the author has done a great job. There are basically stories about what it's like to lose a partner, what it's like to lose a parent, what it's like to lose a sibling, what it's like to face your own death. And I think it's a beautiful book because it teaches you about how the human spirit is so persistent, and we are so we're able to find ways to find meaning in life in different contexts. I think some actionable pieces of advice include maintaining a journal, running, meditating. But overall, I think the concept of grief is very unique to each individual, and it'll largely be dependent on the kind of relationship you had with the person you lost. And I think one of the main messages of this book and the stories that I read in this book was that you have to feel the pain, you have to process the pain, and you have to accept and let go of any guilt that's holding you back from moving on with your life. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful book if you want to understand different perspectives, and how sometimes when someone's going through the grieving process, I think the best thing you can do for them is to give them all the love and time you can give them. You don't have to really give them solutions, but just be with them in their sadness, and hopefully they will find a way to feel that sadness and get to another place from there.